afternoon here, YouTube people. What is going on with you all today? I'm in a crowded mall today. Everybody is everywhere. There's like wall-to-wall people everywhere. I wanted to talk to you about gold. For the past 6-7 years, I have been viewing gold digger videos. You know, those ones where the guy passes the girl on the street and introduces himself and tells her that she's beautiful and, you know, gives her compliments or whatever. 95% of the time the girl says, I'm not interested, or I got a boyfriend, or I'm busy, or something like that, and moves along. And then when they go to their car, the girl comes running out. Wait, I thought you wanted to talk to me, you know? Okay, so this story kind of requires you to go back to the garden again. In the Garden of Eden, Adam was created out of the dirt, out of the clay, out of the dust, out of the earth. Okay, he was created by my Father. And why is it that he chose to put Adam asleep, remove his rib, and then proceed to create Eve out of the rib of Adam? Okay. So, you know, my Father can do anything. He could have made Eve out of the dust of the ground just as well as Adam. Or he could have made her from the tree that was in the garden, or from a flower, or just anything. Why the rib? Okay. So, if you follow my channel, you've heard this before. I've said it, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. Okay, so my Father explains that you have the kingdom, his kingdom within you. Okay, that is both spiritually and physically. Just for example, the 12 ribs on your left side and the one floating rib that's underneath of the 12 ribs, and then on your right side you have one rib and it's connected, but the other ones are floating. Okay, so this is where it comes in at, because the rib that he took from Adam was the one that connected his people to him, to Jesus Christ. And so far they haven't learned that yet. Okay, but they're going to learn it here very shortly. Okay, so anyways, okay, I'll tell you this. You have 33 vertebrae in your back. Jesus Christ was known to have lived for 33 years. Okay, it's just anything and everything. You know, God's people were his heart, so they're on the left-hand side, and Jesus Christ and the church are on the right-hand side, and they are connected. Okay, just anything and everything. All right, I'll go into that in a later date and time. But the thing is the ribs represent protection. They represent being connected. And he wanted Adam very much so connected to Eve. And it takes that particular union to make an empire. Okay, when you find that right person, that absolute right person for you, you become an empire with that person, and there's literally no stopping you. Okay, like I said, I'm not really in need of a person. My father gave me the knowledge many moons ago, and I still have knowledge, and he's still giving me ideas as we speak, and I listen to them. This is why he even bothers talking with me, because I do listen to him, and a lot of people in this day and time do not. Okay, so anyways, long story short, I listened, and I heeded his warnings, and I did his commands. And after all was said and done, he gifted me, and he continues to gift me, and I'm very grateful and thankful for all of those, by the way. I'm not a perfect guy. I have sinned. I do sin. I sin and fall short of the glory of him at all times. But he is my father, and he does care for me, and he does love me, and he does for me as long as I'm seeking to do for him the right thing. Okay, so anyway, make a long story short, the whole gold digger syndrome is way out of line at this moment in time. Back in the day, and a lot of you wouldn't even know this, okay? This goes back to my mother and father's time, and you know, before that and slightly after that. The woman actually would go out of her way to help a guy, and she knew her role. She played the role very wisely, and you know, it was like that. You know, it was equal give and take. It was about a woman and a man. See, one thing that God did for us, okay, my father, he allowed the guy to be the outspoken one, the overall abundant one. But he gave the ideas to the girl, okay? And so, like, the guy with the action would get the ideas from the girl, and putting those into play together, they would become a total, all the way around empire. But in today's day and time, you don't have that. I mean, there's even a certain percentage of guys that are gold diggers out there. I realize that. I'm not just coming down on women, but there is like a 90% tile of women out here that feel like the man has to do everything, and the woman just sits around like Peg Bundy eating bonbons and watching, you know, soap operas and stuff like that, and Oprah Winfrey and all that she used to watch on TV. I'm sure if some of you all watch Married with Children, you would understand what I'm talking about. And anyways, it's not like that at all. You know, about 85% of all guys out here actually need a woman to help them with an empire. And this is why they're still working, and I'm not down on this either, but this is why they're still working 9-to-5 jobs, because the women out here don't want to do anything. You know, listen to these videos and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. They'll say, the guy in the video will ask, well, what are you bringing to the table? I am the table. That is already so very arrogant, it isn't even funny. Now, if some of you women out there are offended by this, what can I do? What can I say? But when do you become the table? Nobody's the table, people. I'm sorry to tell you, but if you believe you are the table, you're very lost. You're out there in space, okay? You're just lost. You're not the table. You are not the table. You are not bringing anything that another woman couldn't bring. You don't have anything that another woman doesn't have. So stop thinking that you're the table, because you're not. Okay? Any guy that has money, okay, a lot of money, we don't want to hear that you're bringing yourself and, oh, you're so much more special than any other woman that any guy has ever met. I don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that, okay? Because it's not true, okay? If you have certain abilities and you can manifest very well, and you have ideas, and that don't have to do with you per se, like, oh, well, I want to start a nail salon and blah, blah, blah. You give me that kind of money. Oh, we'll be in like Flynn. No. I'm talking about something that you and me or him can do together to create an empire, a wealth, a bag unlike any other. And each person has that ability. You do. You might sit around and go, well, I don't have any money. How am I going to approach this guy or that guy? I could speak to you 100%ly, even if you don't have a dime, okay? If you are very much driven, where you can come up and generate ideas like that and do things very rapidly. It doesn't matter if you don't have a dime, as long as you're bringing that energy to the table. Bring that energy to the table. Be encouraging to your man, whoever he is. Be encouraging to him. Don't allow him to fail. Don't let him fail. And then what are you going to do? Kick off your shoes and put new ones on and take off for the hills to find another guy with a bag? What kind of way is that? That's the gold digger way. The gold digger syndrome. God created woman for man. Not God created man just to do all the work and the woman just sits around, oh, well, I'll cook and clean and take care of your kids and that's it. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to bring to the table. Any woman can do that. Any woman. But when you have something else to give, then, and only then, you will be exactly what us Fortune 500 guys want. Us wealthy guys want. You'll be that same type of person that we want. I don't care if you don't have one single dollar. Not as long as you're not looking to get any of my money, because you feel entitled. People are so whack these days. Entitled for what? How are you entitled? You are not entitled to anything that belongs to me or any of these other guys. You're not entitled. So stop going around thinking and acting as if you are. You're not entitled. Anyways, it takes a lot to study upon, okay? But when you get your mind out of that and thinking that you're entitled to anything that a guy has, his bag, your bag, you know, this bag, that bag, then you'll be able to understand what I'm trying to say to you. But until then, I want to tell you that I love you. Love yourself, love God, and by all means love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.